Hi there, DJ Jesse Hudson here, Dr. Wardrums. Um, this video will not be a short. I just finished having a minor seizure about. May still even have one. I've had about 50 since August 1st. At various degrees and levels. Today's been a day. The sun did me in this morning. I was out at 8 o'clock, I guess, having coffee. I want my life to be a case study. If it turns out I don't have CT, then what is it? I'm not looking for purpose in justifying what happened to me, because it didn't happen to me, it happened for me. The universe works in mysterious ways. It brought me back to music, and I kept talking about it. I bought turntables a few years back and things and stuff, and I just never really got back into it. And this was after my accident, because I didn't know then why I couldn't figure out things that I knew. And it's a journey. As I'm working on part one of my book, my poor editor has been waiting for like 4 weeks, because she's using Google Docs, and I can answer her questions and make the necessary notes that she needs, and God bless her soul. The document color on my screen is white, and I have to be 0 to look at a white screen. And at best I can do it for 20 minutes. So I couldn't figure out how to change the color of the screen of the document. And I almost had a seizure doing it, because I'm like, Word, back in the day, simple. So I get a message back from her. Yeah, just do this. And I'm like, oh my God. As soon as I read it, I'm like, yeah, I should have known that. And I'm like, how the hell did you find it? I used Google's AI chatbot. And I'm like, why didn't I think of that? There's still a great level of intelligence and knowledge in this noggin of mine. And today's not so funny. I knew today wasn't going to be the greatest day. I just knew. I tried. Some days I wish I was a vampire. I really do. Because I love the night. The moon doesn't put me on my knees. And hey, if I was a vampire, any ailments would be gone, right? Isn't that the lore? The hard part about all of this is I'm coming to terms and accepting and surrendering. This is my life. However long it's going to be. But down in the shadows, maybe down in my calves, there's what's left of the shadow of the old me. And every now and then, when certain trigger points happen, I'm starting to identify them. So I try to avoid them at all costs. I try. Not always successful. Some people just don't get it. This is my life. Anyway. Hell yeah. The old me. Fuck off. Oh. Stop. The old me is still in there. And he's heckling, going, what is the matter with you? And took me 50 years to get here. Not even. I got hurt 5 years ago. But I've come a long way in 1 year and a bit. Considering just over a year ago, I didn't want to live. My whole world blew up. And I'm not looking for pity. The only person who got me here is me. I own that. See, my shoulder's going now. It was on Reddit today. Some concussion forums and CTE forums and head injury. Somebody wrote, I hit my head pretty hard the other day. And I've had symptoms for like 3 days. Should I go see the doctor? And I'm like, dude. Really? And the reality of this is we ain't seen nothing yet. So let's talk about football and hockey players. And yeah, I get it. That's physical sport and wearing protection for the most part. And yeah, they still hurt their heads. And, being checked into the boards and thumped into the ground can also cause brain injuries. What about the guys coming back from Afghanistan and Iraq running the big guns? They give off a percussion shock that rattles your brain. How many years were they over there? And let's talk about my generation. The Jackass generation. The Jackass movie generation. I remember as a kid in the 80s, 70s and 80s, things got bigger, tricks got bigger, air got bigger. It was just like, I remember watching the X Games, Tony Hawk doing a 1080, and how many tries he took, just, things have just got, like, I look at what they're doing now, and I'm just like, wow. And I thought doing a Screaming Seaman back in the day was hardcore. And then when Jackass comes out and CYK and whatever, and guys my age are doing this stuff, and it spawned a whole movement. It's lasted a few generations, or a couple generations now, of mainly testosterone-driven, I won't say idiots, but not enough feminine energy around to keep them in check, because when you get a bunch of guys together, it's always a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. And YouTube's full of it. And because of the social media element, and likes and this, and our short attention span, and this, that, and the other, and the need to feel whatever it is. I can't even describe it, because half the day I can't even describe half the stuff I feel. Stop it. How many people did these stunts to get their 15 seconds of fame and 1,000 plus clicks or whatever they were shooting for, got injured to get there? All you got to do is watch the last segment of Jackass movie, the latest Jackass movie, Jackass 4, I guess it is. The marching band. When I was getting my tattoo done, finished finally after 16 years, it was on at my artist shop, and I watched that, and I didn't see what they were doing. I just watched how many heads hit the conveyor belt and then hit the cement. And sure, it's funny, it's fun, until you end up like this. This isn't fun, and nor is it funny. Although I do try to laugh. I do. I have to. And I'll tell you, today is a day I wouldn't mind being shot in the head. Not to die. Just kill the pain. I'm tired of being in pain. My head right now feels like it's going to explode. And I'm back in a fucking bedroom again. I don't even want to play music because I'm too afraid it's going to make my head hurt more. And but it's also my therapy. And I'm not throwing in the towel, but almost 50 seizures. I stopped counting because what's the point? I never remember anyways. In less than 2 months. I don't know how much more I can take. The sun was too much today, and I couldn't go to the doctors. I walked outside, almost went down, and I was going out to wait for the cab, and I was like, no, I can't go. Because this time of year, being so far north here in Alberta, the morning sun hangs so low. And it just catches you. It doesn't matter if I'm wearing these or whatever. And my left optic nerve right now is like on fire. And I've been saying all this stuff, so there's documentation of that, because I don't even have a doctor. I have a specialist, sports medicine specialist. I need a neurologist. If I have ideas, things I'm learning, I'm starting to recognize certain signs and triggers, and Anyway. So I'm going to dig into this a little harder, deeper, open up a rabbit hole. I'm so far behind right now. And the only one who's imposing that timeline on me is me, because I am my own worst enemy. I hold myself to such a high standard. Always have. And I'm just not that guy anymore. The new guy's okay. He's good. Takes it easier a lot more now. Because I have to. Anyways, I gotta get busy. I don't march to the same drum anymore. Every day is different, and I have to accept that. And that's the hardest part. That was the single hardest part. This journey, as my life was blowing up, I was still being held to such an account. It's like, wow. I don't even know what's going on in my world. But you want to hold me to a high standard? Cool. Good for you. No problem. I got broad shoulders. The one thing I've learned out of this and developed, I'm still working on it because it's always a work in progress, are boundaries. And I have a lot of people trying to take advantage of me at times. Because I'm being nice. I have to be nice. It's better for me, and I choose to be nice. The one thing is, don't mistake who's behind the nice. I don't want to be there. I don't like putting that out there. But I'm sick and tired of people trying to game me. I will do anything for anybody if they get in my inner circle. But if you think you're going to piss on my cornflakes, you got another thing coming. And that's the same attitude I have towards this condition. I am fighting. Today's a rough day. See, say hi to my right hand. It's just doing its thing. Well, maybe I should train it to do it somewhere else and be useful. Haha. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'm going to be doing more of this because right now I can't type. I'm struggling seeing because my left eye is on fire and so it makes seeing obviously a bit challenging. I can't really read a printed book page anymore, so I do everything on screens, and too much screen time too. Some days I sit in front of 4 of them. I know I keep saying things are happening and coming. I don't know why I do this. Well, I guess I try to motivate myself, but I'm using the incorrect parameters for the problem at hand. I got to cut myself some slack and take it easy some days. Anyway, my head's about to explode. Any of my sports people out there, skiers, snowboarders, BMX, skaters, mountain bikers, whatever, you got to wear a helmet. This should be almost anything that moves. Trust me. What are your favorite brands of helmets? Because I got to start talking to helmet manufacturers. I need. I want to work with a helmet manufacturer for some of the events that we're planning. Oh, thank you, left hand. Oh. Only me. You wonder why I break phones? Yeah, helmet manufacturer. I still need help with the web.